Well, we all know that person who has an open heart for everybody, whether you know them or not. And joining us now with a campaign to recognize the open-heartedness of others is the Emmy Award-winning actress Jane Seymour. How you doing, Jane?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Great to have you join us. What does it mean to you if someone has an open heart?
Well, you know, this was very much inspired by what happened to my mother when she was younger and before, of course, I was born. She survived an internment camp for 3.5 years, a Japanese camp in Indonesia. And she always told me that when she felt that life was absolutely impossible, that she'd just look and there'd be people far worse off than her. And she realized that by helping other people, she was helping herself. So she used to say that, you know, when you go through a struggle or a challenge in life, usually your instinct is to close off your heart and stay and keep it to yourself. But if you could accept what's happened, open your heart and reach out to help someone else, you would have purpose. And once you have purpose, it's amazing. It just fills your heart and it brings love into your life. And so it's kind of a gift that goes on giving. So what we're really talking about here is the unique thing that you can do, maybe having gone through something, to help someone else. Maybe you see a unique need in your community. And maybe there are organizations that started or are, you know, have impacted you that we should know about. And so we're asking people to nominate their organizations. It'll be open until January 11th, from December 21st when we start to January 11th. You go to keepanopenheart.com. and tell us the name of the organization and in a few words why, you know, they're really important. So what we will then do is we will then take a look at all of them, assess it, and come up with 3 that we feel I should go and visit and really film and be able to tell the world what they're doing in greater detail. And then we will ask the public yet again before Mother's Day to vote on the one that they feel should win the prize.
And what is the prize? What will one organization win?
They will receive a financial donation, a good one for their organization.
That's wonderful. So people go to the website that you mentioned, they nominate that group, and then briefly describe how that group has impacted their neighborhood or their community.
Right. Right. And you know, invariably, what we're going to find are organizations that were started by someone that went through something terrible and just went, you know what, I have a personal perspective on how to help in this particular arena. Or there may be people that happened to, and they found an organization that helped them at that time, and they go, you know what, I'm going to pay it forward by volunteering, by being involved, by shining a light on something that I needed at a time in my life. So you don't have to be the person that started it, you know, it can be just something you've heard about that's meaningful and important to you and that you think is worth you know, being spoken about and shared.
It's wonderful to recognize these groups that do so much. And so it sounds then like you'll get it down to 3. There'll be 3 that'll be chosen. You'll visit those 3, and then the public will get a chance to weigh in on which one is the most deserving.
Absolute, but the public right now are the only people nominating. We're asking you, and you know, at home, to think about who you've always felt, you know, was doing something extraordinary that that might need some help financially and in terms of being able to let the world know that this exists. Because, you know, one of the big things about the open heart is we want to empower the everyday person to realize that as much of a struggle as sometimes, you know, life is, that maybe you have a unique opportunity, a unique ability to either volunteer time or efforts or money or resources, you know, in some way to help other people. So, you know, as my mother always said, there's always someone worse off than you are.
Yeah, that's very true.
And with the holidays, you know, and the new year, everyone's looking for a New Year's resolution, and this seems like a perfect way of doing it.
I would agree with you. So the campaign lasts until January 11th, and the website that you mentioned is keepanopenheart.com. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Wonderful to talk to you, Jane. All the best to you.
Thank you.
And again, the website to nominate a deserving group that's close to your heart, you can visit keepanopenheart.com.